This week, Dan and David get lost out in the fog with the ice closing in on them, and things are looking pretty grim. But we do our first top box cleanup and weigh it out.
No drama here. I'm not going to count anything off. This pours in there. Count it off.
We can finally see what gold we've been on over the past few dives. After the weigh out, we get on the good stuff. So stay tuned till the end if you want to see some hot gold.
Emily and Alex just got back into the harbor after Alex had been diving. Emily tells us that they've been seeing icebergs coming in, but the wind was blowing them offshore. They're able to keep mining even though there's some icebergs.
By the grace of God, what they'll do is they'll come up on us and then they'll kind of go south. And then they'll go north again after they pass.
David and I get out to the dredge and the conditions had changed dramatically. This was not a few icebergs. They were getting more frequent, closer together. These icebergs are cruising fast. They're coming right by the dredge. You've only got a couple minutes before you see them, and then they're right on top of you.
Look at this thing. Look how close I just got. Woo! That one was maybe worse.
Okay, I think this is a little dangerous.
We just literally went right between those two icebergs. What are we doing here?
There's no way that we're diving in this condition.
We're getting swung. I'm not doing anything. This iceberg is coming stupid close.
There's also a fog bank coming in, and we cannot tell if there's icebergs in the fog. So you got fog and icebergs. You don't even know where to go.
There comes a point where you realize it's not getting better, and we've already wasted too much time out here. We talked to Zeke, and he tells us it's too late. The harbor's already full of ice. They can't get in.
So the harbor's iced in. Yeah. Like we could not get through there right now.
Yeah, I know. It looks like maybe if you like took a hard right and then a hard left, and there's like a little ice phase.
Wow.
But I don't know about that because then it could close behind you.
Then you'd be nipped in, and you'd be on for a ride after that.
Yeah, pretty much.
No way.
That would be a boat factor right there.
Here's lease 14, where we're looking for gold, and here's the harbor entrance. We have got to get ourselves all the way back here. All the icebergs are flowing this direction, and they've been passing us, and they've been heading over here. And what we didn't realize at first is that all these icebergs were hitting the harbor and jamming it up. Although we thought we were waiting out the icebergs and dodging and weaving, they were building up and closing the door behind us. We have got to take this one shot to get back to the harbor.
We pulled anchor, we're underway, we're headed back to the harbor. We're gonna go find out for ourselves if the harbor's actually open. If the harbor's open, we're going in, we're parking it, we're calling it a day. Just like that, we pull anchor and move, and the iceberg is immediately out of sight. And it's still there, but we can't see it.
We're driving blind. David was up on the deck looking out to make sure we don't drive into a wall of ice.
Straight ahead! Oh, whoa. Stop. Slow down. We just smashed right into this whole pile.
If a boat gets pinched in the ice, the pressure of that ice will continue pinching. It will continue closing that gap. Be like just putting a walnut in the nutcrackers. So that's my main fear. There was some comfort knowing that Zeke is out there with us. He found a way back to the harbor by escaping this closing in ice pack and going further from shore out into the Bering Sea, about a mile.
It was kind of sketchy, because you're going out to sea.
Right.
You're like following, an edge. We were able to just follow the pan around, and then basically we were able to hang north right after the causeway.
Right.
And we just came east and found the causeway. So there's open water over there.
We'll give that a shot. Thanks. We've got to go through this fog bank, follow the pack of this ice around. But the risk is, you don't know if you're on the edge of the ice. You might be just going through a lead and have ice on both sides. The ice on both sides is bad because it gives you nowhere to go.
So I came out to the mouth of the outer harbor. I'm just sitting here waiting for them to come in, just text them pictures, and that's pretty much all I can do. I heard this generator coming, and look who I see. Oh yeah, there she is.
Okay?
Yep.
We are okay.
was really worried about you. Oh, and Dan and David, you guys too. Talking to the boat there.
Yeah, we know.
So what's happening? Is just the ice pack in front of town just breaking up?
No, it was all the stuff from the east.
Yeah, well the wind is supposed to get even worse from the east overnight, so.
That was one of the most tense moments we've had on the dredge in a while. Remember, our crew is still new. Alex and Dan are the only ones who have a full season of diving under their belt. And these are unprecedented conditions for most seasoned people to be working in. Thanks to the ice pack, we're not going to be able to mine for 24 hours, so it's a great time to clean out the top box. You can really get a good idea of how we're doing just by cleaning the top box and counting those ounces.
The old buildup under there.
Yeah, that's a lot of rock buildup.
Some gold?
Yeah, I think we got some. Okay, there it is. Yeah, alright, we're into something. So this is just the top of our sluice box.
I'd be so sad if this was a real cleanup.
Oh gosh. This is not a real cleanup. This is when the chef takes the spoon and they go, a little more of this. That's all this is.
All right, what are your guys' guesses?
I don't know, 3 ounces, 4 ounces?
No way.
I'll go 3.5.
No?
5.
No drama here. I'm not gonna count anything off, just pour it in there. Count it off. 0. I hate drama. Dang.
You were so close. You said 4.8.
Well, I said
4.85.
5, but I think it's about 4.8.
Well, there's
yeah.
still some more that we didn't pay him.
Yeah, it's just a little dirty too. We're probably right on our prospecting averages, which is like 0.4 an hour.
We know that we were sucking up almost no gold for some of the time, and then we were on good gold some of the other time. So it all averages out.
I mean, it's
All
not,
averages down.
but look, we're on track.
Yeah, we're making money. Everybody's happy.
I'm guessing we have about 7 ounces in the box total right now, but I'm not counting anything until it's on the scale. And speaking of gold in our box, remember, we sell the gold from our sluice box on BeringSeaPaydirt.com. So if you want a cut of the gold that we mined this summer, go to BeringSeaPaydirt.com and check us out. The cash value of the gold that we have right now is about $8,400. I'm so proud of the guys, but that was a big risk for less than 10 grand. While these averages are pretty normal for a prospecting dive, if we stay under half an ounce an hour for the entire season, we're definitely in the poorhouse. We need to change our strategy. So I think we're gonna go back to the spots that we found hot gold previously and try to get back on it. Another day to go float around and stare at icebergs and contemplate gold mining. So week into June, normally we'd be just like putting hours and hours on the box because the weather's so good, and the weather is so good, but we can't mine in it because there's a ton of icebergs. This is really like an unprecedented problem. Pretty brutal. We're doing it. I mean, I say that now, but watch me struggle to start this generator.
Old Faithful.
Old needs a new pull start. I know what I want for Christmas. So you like what you see down there?
Yeah, I'm liking all this, man. We're definitely all in the box tonight.
The great thing about cleaning the top box is that you can check it in the middle of the next dive and get a good idea visually of what kind of gold you're on. Okay, ready? So I'm gonna shut the motor down in the middle of Alex's dive and hop down in the sluice and take a look. But I have to be quick, because when the motor's not running, the diver isn't getting any hot water and he's going to get cold quick. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's some great looking gold. It looks great in the top.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, whatever you're doing, just keep doing it.
It's just like coming up really fast. Like, I don't know, oh, that's just a lot of burn up. All over right away.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
It's time to make money and make money fast. For me personally, like, the time crunch is a real deal. I don't want to go home with my tail between my legs. I really am putting all my cards on the table. I have to win.
On this kind of gold, each dive is going to put thousands of dollars in everyone's pocket. We're going to have to get every ounce we can to make up for the lost time in the first week of June. Tune in for the next episode if you want to see us on our hot streak. Click the top video to go to our next episode, or click the bottom if you want to go watch the start of our season.